Uh, Today we're going to continue in this week. I bring the continuation of Hogwarts Legacy. So let's make a recap of what happened in the last episode. In the last episode, we was try to found what is the real thing behind the magic of this main character. Why he's able to perceive or see the magic. Okay, and we found that someone in the past for the timing, the timeline of this game was having the same thing. This girl was able to see the magic. One girl for the village, the photo of the teacher or the masters in Hogwarts in that time was helping to bring back to life. So hello GPB222. So essentially, we go to one library in the Forbidden Pass. Sorry, in the restricted area. So in the restricting area, we get a new spell. Okay, so was pretty awesome because we need to fight there and using all the knowledge we already have. So we'll be pretty good there. So we're going now to continue that. Okay, so let's go to the magic. We're going to play only 45 minutes. Okay, so let's continue. Hogwarts Legacy. Let's see where we're going. Yes, Albert comes. Okay, let's see how it is. Okay, so we finish to talk to our pickup. Professor Fig, as my schedule wasn't congested enough, the minister has charged me with the arrangement of the convenient arrival of the new student on Howard, a fifth year. If you can believe, Professor Weasley insists that they will need a score and a mentor to help them acclimatize before they begin. Phineas Nigilio Black, headmaster. Please, Professor Weasley, for detail.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to a new song. What about? Okay, okay. So we're going there. Okay, okay. Perfect.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Okay, so what are we going to do today? So we have two things to do today. So essentially this is the library annex. So we need to go here. Perfect, so let's go because it's very far what we're going to do. Okay, so let's go. Need to go down. Excuse me, sorry. Yes. Epa. Okay, this is the main room, the main living room. Epa, where are you going?
There's something.
Okay, I think I've never been. No, I've never been here. Ah, yes. I remember we was here. About. Okay. Hey, that's not the house of Hagrid. Oh yeah, it's the house of Hagrid. Well, not the house of Hagrid. It's going to be the house of Hagrid. I hope it's worth it. I hope there is a way that you can, like 300 meters, yes, still. Up. I forgot that we need to. Yep. It's funny how he moves. I didn't remember that exists. Oh.
I should investigate.
This house is for who? Essentially, there's nothing here. I got.
Revelio.
Why that line? There it is.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Okay.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
Yes.
I am well, but I have
Me
been
too.
worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
But Mummy,
Auntie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home. Especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
but you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Where is
That's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay right here where I can see you. Now, why don't you do some more drawings for me?
Very well, Mummy.
But where did that come from? I don't know where they... Okay. Something is here.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again?
Well,
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your cards.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me.
okay, so that we have
It was
another
nice
quest.
meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Okay, so now we need to... No, don't go in there. No, let's go to Hogwarts. So we need to go to the herbology class. So we're going to take the flames.
Revelio. After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
I forget how activate these kind of things.
Protego!
Yes. Okay. Our maps. So, but I need to... No. You know what I need? I need to know how to enter in the flames. How I can go inside. For example, yeah, but how am I going to... This is amazing. And this is going to take time. I mean, with this I can go there. Set waypoint. I know, to travel. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I understand now. Okie dokie. So essentially, that is how we need to travel. Okay. Now I understand more the game. Now we go to the herbologist class.
So many letters.
Ugh, what am I missing?
Revelio.
Always is good to see this. Apple. Thank you. Alright, so let's start the quest of herbology.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class,
She's nice.
please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
Nothing
How
like
thrilling
Professor
it is
Sprout.
to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the Mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the
Oh,
tendrils
what
and give it
the
a
sound.
firm tug.
Amazing.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and cut out the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
That's all?
Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all...
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Nice.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or rose?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Stewart, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Okay.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese Go. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
And now...
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs.
Nice.
The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight.
Nice.
Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
Yes, we
Take your
can.
time. I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always...
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to...
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. Good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad.
Yes, me too.
Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Okay.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned...
Thought I need to go to warp bump. Oh. Essentially, no, I can.
To make anything grow, we must...
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Alright. Let's go to the central point with the green flames. Let's see. Okay.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow...
Revelio.
It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
I bet he knows more.
Let's do this to finish the transmission today. Severus Snape. But this is not Severus Snape.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Okay.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Alright, that was quickly.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
Okay.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Okay. Collect winder eggs and collect dark mongrel fruit.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an
Garrett
extraordinary opportunity.
Weasley.
I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you.
Wrong.
Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Nah.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Your potion should not...
I collect eggs. The eggs is here. Alright.
A well-prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Perfect.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Oh! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot coming from a fellow Ravenclaw. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making.
Yeah.
Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook.
I see Breaking Bad, so I'm good one.
I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Alright. Now we need to talk with Professor Sharp.
I brewed an Edorous potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
I hate to see it.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries.
Okay.
I never need it.
Perfect. So we finish now the transmission for today. Was quickly only 45 minutes. Essentially, so we just continue the mystery of Rank Dog Rockwood with Natty. Then we go to Herbologies and Potion. We continue this beginning of the journey when we met all the teachers. We are in the classes learning how to use the potion or learning how to use the herbology to grow our own species. And also important is that all this knowledge is just always the beginning of the game. So essentially we're going to have more action than less the cinematic, okay? So that was all for today. We see you soon again. So thank you for watching. Follow me in my social network. You will find interesting things. See you later. Bye bye.